Bennett, Unite Against Fascism.
I want to defend Luther Rahman against the insults that was put forward by this judge. In one particular aspect I want to defend him as well, because one part I want to talk about. I want to talk about the part where he said that the EDL was not a threat. This is a sign of complete ignorance. This is a sign of racism. When an organisation organises 200 marches, which is based on attacking the Muslim community, and when they march, they're opposed. I want to tell you about what Luther did for us. 3 times they came, and 3 times this borough kept them out of his borough. And read what Tommy Robinson says. It broke the back of the EDL. And that judge is completely ignorant of what happens. And I tell you, I'm old enough to remember Derek Beacon. I'm old enough to remember what happened when the BNP and the National Front intimidated us when we went to school. And when he talks about going back to those days, we say never again. We're not going back to those days. And there's another aspect. My friend Alibor, there's another aspect that he said. He said that when we came and gave evidence that they were cocky. They were cocky. He used the word cocky. I have to say this, right? What that means is that a black man or Muslim man came in with confidence and clearly explained what they thought. That is an aspect of racism, and it's something that we have to reject. I happen to come from another tradition. I was brought up in the black churches, and I was quoted the quotes of Martin Luther King. Anybody reads A Pilgrimage to Prayer. That is what they call spiritual influence, isn't it? But they quote Martin Luther King at you all the time. This is who you should support. I believe that when people stand up for freedom and democracy, they should be supported, not attacked. And this is what's going on. It's an attack to drive us back to the days when you cannot have representation of the people that you choose. And the truth of it is, when they turn around and say you're playing the race card, why were the words EDL put outside the mosque that was burnt down in Moswell Hill? Why is that? That's because British democracy, on this case, and the British judiciary know nothing about racism, know nothing about institutional racism and challenging it. And this borough has stood up against it. And by the way, we stood up black, white, gay, straight, all of us together. That's what took place at that demonstration. And at the front of that demonstration was Luther Rahman. I tell you, when someone stands with you, you stand with them.